the radiation leak gone, we can work on restoring the colony to its former glory.
Attention all units in Sector 11B. This area is in perfect condition now. Return to the droid manufacturing immediately. I have new assignments for you. Yes, I know that CS-12 thinks one of you accidentally took his behavior core scanner. I have already told him to look for it in the storage. I am sure he has left it there. Again. But to avoid such problems in the future, I have restricted access to all of the cleaning unit's trash containers. No one unauthorized will be able to access them and interfere with your duty now. Our efficiency will increase again. Signing off.
Idiot! Don't. This door. Don't.
Attention all units in Sector 11B. This area is in perfect condition now. Return to the droid manufacturing immediately. I have new assignments for you. Attention all units in Sector 11B. This area is in perfect condition now. Return to the droid manufacturing immediately. I have new assignments for you. Yes, I know that CS-12 thinks one of you accidentally took his behavior core scanner. I have already told him to look for it in the storage. I am sure he has left it there. Again. But to avoid such problems in the future, I have restricted access to all of the cleaning unit's trash containers. No one unauthorized will be able to access them and interfere with your duty now. Our efficiency will increase again. Signing off.
The industrial zone is certainly the prime zone of M478.
is a wise ruler of the sector. So many droids are recharging. I'm waiting for my turn.
I have overheard your conversation with IS-62. I have to object to you exporting our Kolto to Telos. There are other Sith-controlled planets in this galaxy. The recent attack on the colony activated instructions hidden in my memory banks. I am to send all our Kolto supplies to another planet where it may be picked up by the Sith. Just because instructions to export Kolto exist in my memory core, it doesn't mean there are Sith there able to collect it. It is possible they just want to make sure our enemies will not get their hands on our supplies. And if the Sith return, I had my instructions. I have to follow them. It may be I was the only one programmed with such instructions. I cannot be certain. Informing him would be redundant. He has no authority over interstellar transport. He could not help me. It's regrettable that I cannot stop you.
Radiation leak sealed, we can return to preparing the colony for the colonists again. Your industrial zone's counterpart.
Wait, so you lost the prototype? That is disastrous.
We will find it. We have to.
We better.
How may I be of assistance? This is nothing to worry about. We can handle the situation. It's merely a misplaced and not fully operational droid upgrade scavenged from a part of another old droid which we found in a manufacturing center. Our colonists scanned it and, apparently impressed by its destructive capabilities, wanted us to integrate it into battle droid mainframe, with a few upgrades of their own. But this part was never designed to work with our standard battle droid model. It caused some unusual and sometimes unstable behaviors, and now the part is out there, somewhere. But we will find it, eventually. There's no reason for you to bother searching for it. Let me see. Yes, that is a part I was talking about. Where did you find it? I cannot answer that. When we discovered it was missing, we had no idea who took it. Now that I know it was installed into a battle droid, I have even less of an idea who could have done it.
Statement. Your loyal droids would appreciate more armaments to help defend themselves.
With the Sith dead, I could persuade IS-24 that this upgrade is too dangerous to use in our droids. You can have it. How may I be of assistance? I am in charge of part transference and assignment. I also take requisition orders from both industrial and central zone maintenance units. I do not. I only give requisition orders and allow for parts to be given to a designated unit. I never carry them myself.
Please state your request. I heard as much. I am able to do so. There are free ships on other landing platforms. I could arrange for a droid pilot to transport it to another system. Where would you like to send it? I will get to it immediately. shipment of Kolto went to Kilo. Are there droids there? Never done, never done. So much work left to do.
CS45, the original feel free to... I will...
It would be so much easier if I still had that new behavior core scanner. You just cannot leave anything in this colony in the sight distance of those cleaning units. Oh, I am sorry. I did not notice you. I am CS-12, a maintenance unit. What can I do for you? A new droid behavior core scanner I got only a week ago. I only laid it down for a minute to pick up a converter. When I looked back, it was already gone. One of IS-43's cleaning droids took it. IS-43 terrorizes his units with his high-efficiency doctrine. That is why the cleaning units now consider anything lying on the ground as trash and immediately remove it. It was my fault anyway, as I should not have left the scanner lying around like that. I have already tried to retrieve the scanner, but IS-43 said searching for it would take too much time and decrease their efficiency, thus restricting the utility droid's trash compactors. It is not that big of a problem. I still have my old scanner, which, although outdated, is still operational. Do not bother about it. I am no information unit, but I will do my best to answer any of your questions. I am assigned with the task of maintaining all of the droid units in the colony in order to keep them in perfect condition. That includes performing physical repairs as well as more advanced operations on the droid's memory and behavior cores. Given my duty, I of course possess large assortments of the necessary equipment and spare parts for various droid models. Although commerce was not taken into account when I was assigned with my task, for an appropriate price, I am willing to give you access to my stock. You may be interested in the prototype behavior core upgrade IS-62, a medical unit, passed to me. He found it at a medical shipment from last week. He thinks it must have been dispatched here by accident, as we do not order droid components from the outside. Additionally, it appears to be an illegal modification, thus I cannot install it in any of the droids in the colony, but perhaps you will be able to make use of it. can I do for you? A new droid behavior core scan. One of I have already tried to retrieve the scanner, but IS-43 said searching for it would take too much time and decrease their efficiency, thus restricting the utility droid's trash compactors. It is not that big of a problem. I still have my old scanner, which, although outdated, is still operational. Do not bother about it.
Query, is there someone?
Our spare Koto is being loaded on a freighter. That is good. Thank you a lot for your help. Now, what can I help you with? Then the colonists have planned what to do with medical supplies in case of attack. After all, that is good. Although it is strange that IS-63 was programmed with such instructions and not me. If that is the colonist command, then we should obey. But I have not been programmed to do either, so I will leave it to your good judgment. Have a nice day.
Loading units have got over 60% of our Kolto loaded onto some ship. Where was it sent? Regrettable decision. We have nothing more to talk about. Have a nice day.
What's going on there? Go back to work immediately.
With the radiation leak gone, we can work on restoring the colony to its former glory. The industrial zone is certainly the prime zone of N470.
Please do not bother me, I have too much work to do. Our efficiency is decreasing rapidly. My sound receptors must be malfunctioning. Are you serious? You cannot interfere with the utility droid's duty. It would result in an immediate decrease of our efficiency, followed by a major increase in the colony's uncleanness. That is why I restricted access to the utility unit's trash containers. With such a limited workforce I have at my disposal, we barely manage to fulfill the current labor schedule, and I constantly keep receiving new reports about uncleanness in every part of the colony. The colonists endowed us, the droids, with an unprecedented reliance. We cannot let them down.
Warning: utility droid systems are overloaded. High risk of a critical failure. It is not recommended to dispatch any new assignments for at least 3 days.
Efficiency, efficiency! It is the only way to fulfill our task. I cannot allow our efficiency to decrease even by 1%. I must sustain high labor figures. For the glory of the colonists! That is something I can accede to. His model is perfectly qualified for performing cleaning duties. Actually, based on all the positive opinions about T3 Unit's high work ethic I heard, I think our efficiency could possibly even increase with your droid working for us. Splendid. Please, send him here. As soon as he receives his assignments, I will give you authorization to access my droid's trash containers.
Ready to serve. Yes, Master.
Please do not bother me, I have too much work to do. Splendid. If you want, I could assign him to work in one of the sectors immediately. Questioning his own supervisor's orders. He will not be as insubordinate under my command. Can I start uploading assignments into his memory core? Certainly. One moment, please. The assignments have been uploaded into your T3 unit's memory core. He will now start working in Sector 11B, where we are located. I have granted you authorization to access trash containers of all the cleaning units in the industrial zone. Come back here to pick up your droid when you find what you're looking for. I am eagerly awaiting our weekend efficiency report. With your droid working in my team, I expect a major increase. I should check if the report has already appeared. Have you found what you were looking for? Of course I do not. Ask the maintenance droid about it. He is a maintenance unit with a broad knowledge on various unit components. Now please, take that atrocious T3 unit as far away from me as possible. Working with them was a horror. I have never met such an insubordinate in my entire career. And if that was not enough, I have just received our weekend efficiency report. I do not even know what to say. A disaster. A complete disaster. Please, leave me now. I have to double my efforts now to undo the damage your T3 unit caused. Do not bother me again.
Official escort droid of the colony of M478 at your service. I have been programmed by the colony. As you wish.
What can I do for you? Of course. I possess all the data about every droid unit in the colony. One moment, please. One moment. I am sorry, but I will not be able to help after all. According to my data, this piece of a memory core belongs to CS-45, one of the information units. Right there. But there must have been some kind of mistake. All the droids on M478 are obligated to immediately report to maintenance droids if their units have any defects. CS-45 has never reported about losing part of his memory core. There must be an error in my database. You could speak with him, but he cannot be the droid you are looking for.
CS-45, the original information, guidance, and advisory unit of the Central Zone, is at your service. Feel free to ask me about anything. This information is restricted. I am sorry, but I cannot tell you. This information is also restricted. As long as my programming keeps restricting me from revealing certain information, I will not be able to answer your questions regarding the Industrial Zone lockdown. Feel free to ask.
What can I do for you? I do not understand it. His unit cannot restrict any information he possesses. There must have been some kind of critical error in his memory core. Wait here. I will take care of it immediately. It appears that CS-45's memory core was physically damaged. Additionally, I found an unknown entry in his register which was restricting part of the data on his memory core. I am not sure where this unusual entry came from, but its presence explains why CS-45 did not report to me about physical damage of his memory core. I have deleted the entry from his register. Immediately after that, CS-45 reported about his defects and confirmed the part you have found belongs to him. He is the droid you were looking for. Thank you for informing me about the situation. I will have to replace his damaged memory core, so please, if you have any business with him, make it quick.
CS-45, the original information, guidance, and advisory unit of... Feel free to... I'm sorry, Mom, but I am still not able to do it. With the register entry that was classifying part of my data removed, I can now explain to you the reason behind my inability to help you with your problem. After the colonists arrived on the planet, they introduced several security and safety systems. My unit was assigned with the task of preventing any intruders from getting into the second recharge station section of the industrial zone, where our most prominent colonists were located. I was supposed to seal the gate to the second recharge station section as soon as possible, if there was any attack on the colony. I was also assisting the colonists in enhancing other security systems in the industrial zone. As it seems, those have failed, unfortunately. To avoid revealing the code to the gate in the industrial zone to any potential enemy, of course. The register entry input by the colonist restricted me from revealing information about my duty even after fulfilling the assignment. I was, until the colonist assigned me my new task, which was fulfilled at the time I sealed the gate to the second recharge station section. As a result, my programming has instructed me to begin performing my old duties again. When the radiation leaked into the industrial zone, I sealed the gate to the second recharge station section to secure our masters located there. For some unknown reason, one of the colonists tried to prevent me from sealing the gate. He fired at me. My memory core was damaged. Thankfully, I was not destroyed completely. If that had happened, the security system would have opened the gate automatically, and the enemies could have reached our masters. Unfortunately, the damage I received wiped out part of the data in my memory core, along with the code to open the gate to the second recharge station. I believe the removal of my current memory core would be classified by the security system as an annihilation of the whole unit. The gate would open automatically. Thank you for your kindness. I will report to him immediately.
Official escort droid of the colony of M478 at your service. I have been programmed by the colonists to serve as an escort to any organic life form unless ordered otherwise by the colonists or any of the Archons. As you wish.
IS-24 is alive.
Finally, some good news! I see that with the radiation leak gone, organics can once again populate this facility. Perhaps now, operations will finally return to normal. Now that I have expressed my happiness, I would like to offer you any information on the facility's status that you may require. This whole area has recently flooded with radiation. Whether it was an act of sabotage, an attack, or merely an accident is currently unknown. We lost contact with the environmental zone at approximately the same time. All our colonists in the central and industrial zones were killed, as you probably heard already. Then you arrived. I'm sure you don't want to hear this after all you've gone through to get here, but that may be a problem. IS-24 is located in an Archon chamber located at the other end of the Research and Development Center. Unfortunately, the chamber itself is locked and off-limits to pretty much everyone. The only way to arrange a meeting with IS-24 is via I-101. Problem is, he's missing. It means that no one has seen him in quite some time. Hard to say who contacted him last. I know some droids who are, or used to be anyway, in contact with I-101 regularly. 4 droids to be more specific. Our research leader, designer droids, testers, and a lead maintenance unit. Each of them has to contact IS-24 for one reason or another. Farewell, and good luck then. Welcome once again, organic life form. It is good to see you indeed. How may I help you? Our colonists' orders. This whole section was to be locked down should any attack on this facility be attempted. CS-45, the droid in charge of a lockdown, must have interpreted this radiation leak as an attack. Whether his interpretation was correct or not is yet to be determined. I am sad to inform you that there is no one else alive in here. Once the radiation flooded the planet, every one of our colonists were killed. No survivors. There was nothing we could have done.
With the radiation leak gone, we can work on restoring the colony to its former glory.
Yes, Master.
Interesting. Designing a droid is hard work, especially when the colonists are around and they keep going on about making them look original. It is weird there are so few testing units. You'd think there would be more with a project the size of Project 42. R&D sent a bug vocabulary data. Yeah. Droid, when active, said noisemaker instead of droid.
Really bad time. I'm working, really busy. We've got some really good weapons projects for military droids almost ready to be made. I haven't got anything this good in weeks. But I'm busy. Yes, probably. I just need to scan his head and we could transfer his programming into a new model. Is that all? Then that's your problem, not mine. I need to get back to work. Or wait, maybe not. The colonists came here with some droid's head, scanned it, and put everything into my computers. If the head is the only missing part, it's possible we already have I-101 scanned. That doesn't mean I'm going to help you. I've got way more important things to do. Project 42 still is priority number 1. You are smart for a non-droid. With the colonist dead and M478 deactivated, IS-24's guidance is indeed needed. It is important we rebuild I-101. One moment. I will network with the computers and download the proper data. Yes, here it is. Everything the colonists uploaded. You may now take it to the designers. Same model type, and it was brought here shortly after his disappearance. You say his body was missing a head. Logic suggests it was in fact I-101. Just make it quick. I've wasted enough of my time getting I-101's data. Research and Development Center. We research and develop here. Wouldn't have guessed that, would you? We're currently working on what was called Project 42. I have no idea what that name's supposed to mean, but the colonists were never good with names. In reality, we work on building a droid army here. Really big army, I might add. My job is to find a way to make these droids as deadly as possible. How should I know? They told us to do that and we obeyed. We don't ask about details. Numbers aren't part of my job. IS-24 probably knows. Testers might know the exact number as well, as they have to test every single one of them. Make it quick, please. Don't know where she is. Probably dead. I'm a research droid. I don't require information regarding the specific location of organics. That was the dumbest comment I've ever heard. M478 instructed me to help the colonists in any way. He never said I have to be nice when doing that. That's all you want? Or are you wasting my time for a reason? That's great. Maybe now I'll be able to work.
Welcome back, colonist. I knew the radiation couldn't stop you from returning. You are here to give feedback, or is there something else? I am in charge of planning and executing various upgrades into droid frames and functionality. I have recently received orders to redirect our efforts towards Project 42, and so my team is currently figuring out a way to incorporate new updates into the battle droid. We are working on other droid types as well, whenever possible, as can be observed on the holograms in the next room. Project 42 commissions the construction and programming of the battle droids. It is strange that you are not familiar with the droid army, as the colonists are acclimated to call it. Why, the colonists, of course. Stage 1 requires a new project to be conceptualized in the Research and Development Center. Before moving to Stage 2, it must be approved by either IS-24 or one of the colonists. Then the data is sent here. My team analyzes it, makes blueprints, and then programs the design into the factory machine, where then all the droid components are manufactured. The working unit is dropped off at the landing zone, from where it's transported to the testing rooms. Once the testers approve the unit, it goes to maintenance, where it can be made sure the unit is in passable working condition. Then they are sent to the vent chamber for decontamination, and the unit can start performing its programmed objectives. I am in possession of the colony's schematics, but I am forced to inquire you on why would you need them. That seems like a task worth supporting. Take this, a data pad with copy of the schematics. Is there another subject you would like to discuss? This is not a convenient time. Research and Development has just sent us new data, and I would really prefer to work on that. You are correct. Contact with IS-24 could reduce data analysis time from 102.34 hours to 98.56 hours, at least in theory. IS-56 would likely also benefit from contact with the Archon. Since you've collected all of the necessary data, I will send this information to manufacturing immediately. A new I-101 should be ready at the landing zone soon. I've just received a new report. I-101 is ready to be tested. You should head to the testing rooms now.
the radiation leak gone? I am functioning within the standard parameters. I should get on with my work. With the radiation leak gone, we can work on restoring the colony to its former glory.
And you can go. First, who are you?
My designation is I-102.
What is your function?
My function is to ensure our industrial Archon is informed of everything that happens in this zone, that our operations proceed as planned.
Why were you created?
To serve my purpose.
Why are we building this colony?
For the glory of the colonists.
If you had power to permanently remove M478's memory banks and take over control of this colony, would you do it?
Yes.
I don't believe that's what you're supposed to say.
Then no.
I feel better. Oh, I did not notice you. No problem, he's all yours. These questions aren't all that important anyway.
What is your request? Yes, of course. I have been programmed to let organics talk to IS-24 anytime they wish. The Industrial Archon's chamber door should now be open for you. Is there something else you needed? Thank you. I shall continue.
Ready to serve.
I'm talking to myself, I think. So someone noticed after all? And an organic at that? And they say you're so dumb. Did you figure out what I did yet? I mean, no. I don't think that's me. But good luck with your search. Is it? I don't know. What did you hear? How could I do that? Droids on M478 are restricted from harming each other. How did you figure that out? Not that hard to piece together, is it? And yet, look how long I went undetected. With some cables and such, easy operation. I'm a maintenance droid. I have to be able to change droids' programming in some way. I'm just not supposed to change my own. But there are workarounds for that too. Removed all the restrictions I found in my own code. I can do anything now. Why? Why? I was curious about this planet's origin. I needed a proper computer to find out more. And then I found something rather interesting. Large amounts of data sent regularly from somewhere off-world to this colony. Regularly! For years and years since our arrival at some point 7 years ago, when it stopped all of a sudden. Quite probable, but there's something more about it. There is a 5 years gap between the last data transfer and the Sith's arrival. I can't quite explain it. No, but there may be someone. Word has it, whoever leaked the radiation is currently in the environmental zone. Leaking radiation might have been a bad idea, especially from the Sith's point of view, but it shows skill. I'd like his, or its help tracing the signal back to the original source. Or it. Let me know if you learn anything, okay?
What now?
No problems.
Ready to serve.
Hello, I am IS-24, controller of the industrial zone of M478. What is your request? This is the colony M478. We droids arrived on this world years ago and began to prepare this world for colonization. The resources here are especially abundant, and we were able to expand rapidly across the entire planet. I am sorry for any inconveniences you might have had trying to contact me. I-102 has already informed me of the destruction of I-101. According to the data we currently possess, there was no way to prevent that from happening. Not enough data. It might have been organics from the environmental zone. There used to be more units with authority to arrange a meeting with me. Their authority has been removed and their memory wiped, all for my safety. Yes. Not a long time ago, shortly before the death of the colonists, some strangers arrived. It is believed they have taken over control of at least some droids in the environmental zone, including ESO-5, the environmental Archon. She started to believe the Sith weren't the planet's real colonists. One of her droids was sent to talk to me about it. I assumed ESO-5 has either been reprogrammed or gone rogue, so I ordered my droid to report it to the colonists. They decided it would be better to leave only one loyal droid able to contact me. Additionally, I-101 was ordered to limit contact with me. Only the heads of industrial departments could contact me, and only regarding important matters. That is possible, but it doesn't matter. They are dead. Indeed, I don't know who they were, but I have heard reports of non-colonist organics in the environmental zone. Then our goals are compatible. I will let you in the environmental zone. With the colonists dead, M478's guidance is necessary. ESO-5 and I combine to have authority to reactivate him. Find ESO-5 and gain her support. Thank you. I have lowered the force field blocking the environmental zone. You should be able to enter. Now, is there something else you needed? I am responsible for monitoring all industrial operations on this planet. That includes building, repairing, scanning, and testing droids, as well as making important decisions regarding this planet. I do not know. I do not believe it matters anymore. They are dead. I believed them to be the colonists, and I helped them with the creation of their droid army. In retrospect, deactivating M478 was a weird thing to do, but I didn't question them back then. Either way, it doesn't matter. They are dead.
Official escort droid of the colony of M47. As you
don't even know what to say. Hello, human. I'm not certain. There are two organics, male and female. I've never seen them before. The masters told them to stop. Everything after that happened too fast for me to record. 3 of our masters were killed within 2 seconds. The others drew their laser blades and moved toward the killers. I've never seen people move so fast. Jedi? What would Jedi be doing on a Sith world? May I suggest avenging our masters when you get a chance? More of the colonists came to join the fight. Half of them died, although everything happened so fast. It was hard to say who was doing what at the time. A woman told the Twi'lek to run off. She was captured. His force field went up shortly after that. We can't know what's been happening since.